Hi guys, I had some recent articles that I have found in regards to BP and the Deepwater Horizon oil disaster. Well, these recent articles this year, starting in January of 2012, this year, a former BP employee had filed a whistleblower lawsuit against the company, claiming he was fired for airing concerns about the cleanup of the Mississippi shoreline after the Gulf oil spill. And I'm sure that he knew a lot about what was going on. It says the claimant here said that one of his bosses manipulated data on the shoreline cleanup and didn't give the Coast Guard the true status of what substances needed to be cleaned up. And you remember me talking about that, what they were cleaning up, about the certain types of products that actually that they had hid down there, where the spill was released, which they didn't stop, and which they had drilled at least 5 holes down there, and there were substances being emitted from up there, so they are not totally telling us the truth. And I'm sure that this worker knows quite a bit, but they're not revealing it. He did claim that he refused to misrepresent data so that the Coast Guard would believe that cleanup activities in Mississippi were closer to completion, which was not, because it's still leaking down there and it's still a mess, and the waters are still bringing up oil debris and tar balls. So as usual, I will leave links to everything. Okay, the next article, this came up in October of this year, where Russia's oil giant Rosneft buys out TNK-BP. This is their headquarters. So BP was changing hands with this lucrative oil industry in Russia, and the deal would allow Rosneft, already the country's top oil producer, to increase its global profile. And the new combined company will leapfrog ExxonMobil Corporation to become the world's largest publicly traded producer of oil and gas in terms of output. And that's why they're wanting to get rid of coal. So, you know what they say, follow the money, and who has the most money? Looks like Russia is one of the superpowers that's buying up everything. And the BP succeeded in unloading its stake in its troublesome joint venture. Get that? Troublesome joint venture. Okay, they wanted to dump it on Russia, and I'm sure Russia knows all the story and who else behind this, and I'll be telling you in the next video. In return, it got $17.1 billion in cash from Rosneft and a 12.8% stake in Russia's biggest oil company. The British company is also planning to use some of the money it reaped from the sale to raise its stock and Rosneft to 19.7% and so on. It's all has to do with money, really, and they're wanting to make more of it, and at the same time BP wanting to dump their stock on Russia and so on. And since the CEO of the company, of the Russian company, broke the news about the deal to President Putin, and telling him that the deal would be worth $61 billion. And he said this is a good big deal. which is important not only for Russia's energy sector, but for the entire Russian economy. And we're probably footing the bill. And Russia is an important part of BP's business, I'm sure, accounting for a quarter of its oil production. BP's chief executive, Bob Dudley, has looked to the country's vast oil resources as a key ingredient to the company's recovery for the disastrous oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. Boy, what they've got a surprise coming. The TNK-BP joint venture has been troublesome, albeit lucrative for BP. Dudley served as its chief executive until the summer of 2008, when he was forced to leave Russia after being denied a visa. And I wonder why there. Dudley and the Russians BP billionaire shareholders have been serious disagreements over the company's long-term strategy, and Dudley subsequently complained that the Russian shareholders were behind a campaign of harassment. And this all sounds kind of fishy. But there's some more reading to this, but I'm going to go into the next article because I only have about 15 minutes. BP agrees now. This is their day in court. BP agrees to pay $4.5 billion to the government. Okay, and 3 employees are charged. Not the right people are charged, okay? These are scapegoats that they are charging. And like I said, I need to make that very important video on who truly is behind the BP oil disaster. Because there's some big guys behind this. And charging employees, like I said, they're it's like saying that Lee Harvey Oswald was the sole assailant of John F. Kennedy, and that was false. So you get what I'm saying here, that, you know, they're covering up their tracks. And it's a day of reckoning that arrived for BP, that they agreed to plead guilty to a raft of criminal charges and pay a record of $4.5 billion in a settlement with the government. That money should go to the victims' families. You know, the 11 rig workers and others that were injured during this fiasco, and not the government. Those poor people will never see this money. Over the deadly 2010 disaster in the Gulf of Mexico. 3 BP employees were also charged, and 2 of them with manslaughter. And it's just all a bunch of lies. You know, it just makes me really sick just to even read some of these, what they try to feed us. You know. So it's I'm not going to continue to read, but it's just basically what the main media is saying about BP, and but they can't cover that very long, guys. In this article, BP executive charged with lying to authorities here, and yeah, I don't think that they can really hold on very much longer. It's going to come out. There's too many people that know about it already, and what they've done down there, and then putting blame on others, using it as scapegoats. God knows who they are, and the truth will be revealed. And like I said, it'll be in my next video. I can tell you up front right now, they're going to use a front man by the name of Peter Sutherland, look up that name. He works for the Vatican. So, you know what they've always say, follow the money. So, there you go. But I'm going to get into that and discuss why that these are the people that were behind the oil disaster that killed 11 oil workers, and they were murdered. And a SWAT team was sent in to kill those men. Cold-blooded murder. Here's a video in regards to the BP 2010 oil spill criminal settlement, and this was from main media. It's from a WGNO ABC News. If you want to view that, defense lawyers say that BP rig workers are scapegoats, and that I can agree with, because they were scapegoats in this terrible mess. Because BP has revealed its sweeping criminal probe of its role in the massive 2010 oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. 2 company employees charged in the deaths of 11 rig workers. Okay, now this is where I want to explain here. Okay, when they're talking about the 2 employee workers, there were 13 rig workers. Now, isn't that strange, that number 13? Okay, there were 13 rig workers on that rig at that time. Okay, they killed 11, but they saved 2. But still, they're pinning the blame on those 2 employees. So you guys do the math on this, okay, and research it, because it all doesn't seem right up front. They're trying to cover up, and they can't. So they're getting caught red-handed. It's just actually knowing who the guys, the real guys were behind this, the men, or people who really did this and who really planned it. Because it's even been known that Goldman Sachs even dumped their stock weeks before that this happened. So they knew actually what was going on. It was all planned. So this is all I have for right now. I'm going to start up another video again on this subject in regards of the actual people behind this. So I'll talk to you guys later, short later, because you'll be hearing from me again on this subject. Y'all take care, guys. Jesus loves you all. If you don't know Him, give your life to Him today. We're not guaranteed another tomorrow. Things are getting crazy out there. So you guys take care of yourself, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Love you guys. Bye.